Hi, Bill Russell from CrossFit Cleveland and Rocky River, here with your workout details for Monday, April 6th. The warm-up is going to be 10 to 12 minutes of slalom hops, weighted glute bridges, bent over rows, air squats, lunges, and walkouts. I'll have a video demonstration of those movements following the workout details. Your workout is going to take 18 minutes in total. With a continuously running clock, you're going to start out and do 2 minutes of max rep goblet squats or air squats. Then 2 minutes of max reps of push-ups, hand release push-ups. And then 2 minutes worth of max reps of L.R.C crunches. And finishing that round with max reps of double unders for 2 minutes. If you don't have a rope, you can do our ropeless high pogos. You're then going to drop down and do 2 minutes of plank hold. Weight is optional. And then continue and do another round of those 4 movements in the reverse order, starting with 2 minutes of double unders, then 2 minutes of L.R.C crunches, 2 minutes of hand release push-ups, and finishing with 2 minutes worth of goblet squats. Hi, Bill Russell from CrossFit Cleveland and Rocky River, here with your workout details for Monday, April 6th. The warm-up is going to be 10 to 12 minutes of slalom hops, weighted glute bridges, bent over rows, air squats, lunges, and walkouts. I'll have a video demonstration of those movements following the workout details. Your workout is going to take 18 minutes in total. With a continuously running clock, you're going to start out and do 2 minutes of max rep goblet squats or air squats. Then 2 minutes of max reps of push-ups, hand release push-ups, and then 2 minutes worth of max reps of L.R.C crunches, and finishing that round with max reps of double unders for 2 minutes. If you don't have a rope, you can do our ropeless high pogos. You're then going to drop down and do 2 minutes of plank hold. Weight is optional. And then continue and do another round of those 4 movements in the reverse order, starting with 2 minutes of double unders, then 2 minutes of L.R.C crunches, 2 minutes of hand release push-ups, and finishing with 2 minutes worth of goblet squats. Your cool down today is side planks. 1 minute per side. You can do it straight through, all 1 minute on one side and switch to the other, or you can alternate as you take breaks. Give me 1 minute each side. So when you're ready, grab your clock, get your gear, and 3, 2, 1, go. Have a great workout and enjoy your day. A slalom hop, you're going to go to the left and go to the right. That's 1 rep. You can do them as fast or as slow as you want. If you're going to do them slow, at least focus on a quick turnaround. That's the agility work. Just don't hop and then hop. You're not going to get much out of it. But if you bound over and back quickly, you'll get something out of it. I'm going to demonstrate a single leg weighted glute bridge. I'm going to put the weight, you can use a dumbbell, kettlebell, our handy laundry detergent bucket or bottle. I'm going to keep the weight on my belt line. I'm going to lift 1 foot off the ground. I'm going to do my right leg, and I'm going to do all the reps necessary with one side, and then I'll switch to the other. I'm going to drive my heel into the ground, and I'm extending my hip, squeezing my glute. Squeeze your butt cheeks together. So I have a little bit of a pause at the top. Don't race through this. Drive your heel down, extend your hip, and down. Up and down. And you'll switch the weight to the other side and complete those reps. I'm going to demonstrate a bent over row. I'm going to use a kettlebell. You can use a dumbbell. I'm going to start out, I have my staggered stance. I'm going to pick up the kettlebell. I like to lean forward into my forward knee with my shin perpendicular to the ground, so the weight is directly underneath my shoulder. And then I'm going to just pull up and back down. Up and back down. I'm going to keep my elbow in nice and close to my body. You can also do what's named a Pendlay row after the late great Glenn Pendlay. With that, instead of staying nice and strict, you give a little bit of a drive out of your feet to get the kettlebell moving. It's a little more explosive. So I'm not picking up my shoulders, I'm not changing my body angle. But I'm driving into the floor, popping up and back down, and keeping my elbow nice and close and focusing on starting this movement in the muscles in my back. Okay? If I keep my elbow close, my lats get worked, so your lats help to extend your shoulder. Okay? So don't flare it way out to the side, keep it in nice and close. If you don't have a kettlebell or a dumbbell, you can get creative. Here's our bottle of laundry detergent. Same position, forward, front. I'm going to just row, squeezing my shoulder blades together and then pulling up. Think more about muscles in your back than in your arms. So after your required number of reps, you'll switch into the other side, get in that similar position, chest up and row. If you don't have a heavy bottle of laundry detergent, if you have a rucksack or a gym bag, it'll work as well. So just get creative if you're working out of your house and you don't have proper equipment. You even go out and get a toolbox, fill it with a bunch of stuff, same position, up and down.
Here's a demonstration of a squat. For a squat, you're going to take your feet hip distance apart, and you're going to take your feet and just slightly point it out rather than just straight forward. You're going to take your feet out, keeping your chest up. Again, I like to keep my arms up. That was a good reminder to look up, chest up. You're going to sit below parallel and then straight back up. Okay, so a couple more of those so that you can see. Chest is up, below parallel, all the way up, squeeze. This is the top, all the way back down. Don't short it here, get that squeeze in. I'm going to demonstrate a stepping lunge for you. On these, you want to make sure that your knee is not going in front of your toe. You're going to go get the other knee all the way to the ground. All the way down, push up through the heel, and all the way back up. You can do these in place, or you can, if you're outside or you have a long room, you can do these as walking lunges. You just want to make sure that you're coming all the way back up and opening your hips at the top of each movement.
I'm going to demonstrate a walkout to a Superman. So reach down, keeping my legs straight. I'm going to touch my ankles or my toes. I'm going to walk myself out, flat onto the ground, come up and do one Superman, or if there are more required in the workout, do as many as programmed, and you're back up. Walk back, keeping your legs straight, all the way back. Touch your ankles and stand. That's one rep. Push-ups, hand release push-ups. You can do a strict hand release, keep a nice straight body. Down to the floor, release your hands, back up, fully extended elbows. Down again and up. Down again and up. If you need to warm up from your knees, you can come down, lift your chest up, bring your hips up so you're in a tight plank. Go back down here, release your hands, up, release your hands, up.
L.R.C. crunches. I don't know if we actually made these up or somebody else did, but we're going to go over the movement. If you have an ab mat, you should bring your ab mat over, roll up a towel underneath the small of your back if you'd like. The movement, we're going to still frog our legs and our shoulders are still going to start on the ground for each of these. I want you to think about taking a pause at each place that I'm going to stop. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So shoulders starting on the ground. I'm going to crunch to the left, pause. Right, pause. Center, pause. If you are doing these correctly, you're going to feel them. If you're just flying through it, it's not going to really do a whole lot for you. All right, so we're going to go left, right, center. That's one. Left, right, center. That's two. If you have a little bit of weight and you wanted to add some weight to it, and you really don't need it, but if you have, I don't know, 5, 10 pounds, anything more than that you shouldn't really need. But if you have something light, you can do that as well. I prefer in this position, right there. You can do that as well. Enjoy those.
Double unders if you have a rope, or you can do ropeless doubles. So if you know how to do doubles, you know that you jump a little bit higher, or sometimes quite a bit higher. So you're going to do a high pogo. So instead of low, you're going to, and think you're doing doubles and pretend that you're spinning the rope twice. It'll get your heart rate up just the same. You'll actually do more of those consecutively than you would with a rope if you're not that good with doubles. So your heart rate will go up, and that's what we want. We're going to demonstrate a good old-fashioned plank hold, and if you'd like, you can add some weight today. An easy way to add weight to your plank when you don't have somebody to put something on your back is a rucksack. Just watch that it doesn't slide up into your neck. I want to keep it low, weight right over my belt line. Get onto my forearms, come up into a hollow, and hold. What I want you to avoid is don't let your hips sag. Ooh, this is not healthy for your lower back. You should be straight or in a little bit of a hollow. And hold that for as long as you can.